So we're going to be talking about setting today. We're going to look at the importance of setting in a passage, and then we're going to try to describe our own setting on your separate pieces of paper. So can anybody tell me what the definition of setting is? Doesn't have to be a perfect definition, just a definition. Kendall.
It's a place that you're describing.
Okay, so in a story, an author does what?
Like, describes a place.
Okay. Is it only place? What else can setting be, Gracie?
It can be like where they are. It would say, because we were reading a book and it's called that book woman, and the author said, "My folks and I live way, way up on the mountain."
The big trip. The streets of the city were filled with noise. Horns honked and buses screeched as they darted in and out of traffic. A police car zoomed by with its siren blaring. Who wants to read the next paragraph? Valerie.
This was Marcus's first time in the city. He could tell that it was very different from the small town where he lived before. First, he could not believe the number of pizza places. It seemed as if he could smell pizza on every street. And food stores stayed open all night. Did people actually shop in the middle of the night? He wondered. The cities looked very busy. The city looked very busy.
Austin, you can read the next paragraph.
But Marcus liked the city as he gripped his brother's hand to cross the and he couldn't help feeling excited. What kind of people would he meet? What new places would he visit? Marcus knew he would have many adventures here.
Very good. Okay, so now that we read this, obviously the title tells you, but where do you think they are? Are they in Bergen, New York? No. Where are they? Ava? Does it say New York City? It could be any city, but you probably pictured New York City because New York City is a very busy city. Okay, what do you think he feels like? He says he's excited, but what do you think? What do you think's going through his head? Do you think there's something else that might be going through his head? Nick.
What kind of people?
What kind of people he would meet? What else? What else do you think would happen when you're in the city? Gracie.
And it says he couldn't help feeling excited, so he's happy.
He's really happy that he's in the city. Do you think that sometimes when you're excited you get a little overwhelmed too?
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. My sister lives in the city, and when I go to the city, I'm really excited because there's so much stuff around.
Go there.
Yeah, but then I'm also like, because I'm from a place like Bergen, I get like very overwhelmed because I'm not used to seeing all this excitement around me. Okay, so you don't feel sad with this story, do you?
No.
So you felt a certain way, right? Okay. So that's what setting does. It makes you feel a certain way. All right, so now what we're going to do is you guys are going to practice writing your own descriptive settings. And I know that you guys are awesome at writing because I was in your class. So I know exactly how you can write. You're going to think of any setting that you want. Any setting that you want, you're going to describe it. Just write until I say to stop. Don't worry about how long it is, okay, how many sentences it is. You just want to make sure that when your partner reads it, they feel like they're in the story. proud of what they wrote. Somebody who's really proud of what they wrote. All right, Kendall, you're gonna read yours aloud, and then Nick is gonna describe why he drew it the way he did. All right, go ahead and read your story.
The rainforest is a cool place. It has lots of animals like snakes, chimpanzees, and frogs. There is lots of grass, dirt, and trees in the rainforest. There is not many people, barely any. It is cool and misty. People could probably not survive in the rainforest.
Good. So why did you choose to write about the rainforest?
Because I just think the rainforest is cool, and I know a lot of stuff about it. I was gonna, and I could put it in, that there was, some water, like some lakes and some streams.
Yeah, that's not something you talked about, did you? The water or the streams?
I said it was misty.
Okay, how do you think people feel in the rainforest?
Probably scared because there's like tigers.
So do you think you might want to try and help the reader feel like they're in the rainforest a little bit more by including a sort of feeling somebody might feel when they're in the rainforest? Okay, so let's talk about the things you want to include. I don't want to write on your paper, so I'm going to write on this Post-it note. And then if you want to make revisions later, you can. Okay, so what's one thing that you said you wanted to include?
About streams.
Okay, you wanted to talk about the streams and water, right? What else?
How it would be like if other people would be there.
What people would feel like. Streams and water, what people would feel like. You wanted to talk more about a certain animal, right?
Yeah, and maybe how like the grass and like how hot it was.
Okay, so how hot or cold it was.
I would really like to be in the rainforest with the tigers, but I think the trees would be cool. There are lots of animals like snakes, chimpanzees, and frogs. There is lots of grass, dirt, and trees. Not many people live there, barely any. It is humid and misty. People could probably not survive. There is lots of streams and lots of water. There are so many trees you would feel like it was one giant umbrella.
Good job.